Good day. Welcome to the Busy Brokers PH podcast once more. And before we introduce our speakers, I'd like to shout out to our sponsors today. We're at the Shan Summit show suite right now, and it's a very, very pretty place to be in. We're thankful to them for hosting us for today. So introducing our speakers today is my partner, Gerald.
Our guest today is everybody's favorite brokers, John and Daphne.
So Gerald, baka you can ask
John,
questions.
I'll ask this question. What do wealthy buyers ask that mga first-time buyers don't? I mean, I'm sure you guys encounter that.
For us, a lot of the wealthy buyers that we've encountered, they usually ask, "What's our exit plan?"
Wow, okay.
So more of ganon, like, if we buy this, what will it be look like in 3 years, in 5 years time? And we usually tell them, like, if you buy properties like this house, it will appreciate over time. So we show them, and we also quote some examples of the properties that we've sold and then resold eventually.
So pag end users, they don't usually ask those questions. No, it's usually the investors that ask these questions.
Pag end users, they usually focus on the amenity.
Okay.
They usually focus on the feature of the house, not on the investment side.
Pero pag investor ba, may time frame? They have a time frame in mind.
For sure.
So ano usually ang time frame ng investors? Or does that depend on the kind of property that they're getting?
Yeah, it depends on the kind of property. If it's a rental property, then usually they would like keep it for long.
Okay.
Especially if the financials make sense. But if it's a property that's for short-term hold lang, then they would usually ask, how soon can I resell it and at what price?
Okay. Ikaw, Jed?
I get this question from my mga buyers ko, especially mga VIP clients ko, mga Chinese, na feel Chai, no?
Yeah.
They ask me this question, Gerald, what tang sibo in English is, can they make money out of this?
Yeah, oo. Yan ang pinaka-importante lagi in the investor's mind. Yeah. And I think that's how it's different between end users and investors. Iba yung mindset Iba yung focus kasi iba yung objective. Yung pag end user, it's more of, will I enjoy staying in this house? Or ito papamana ko to sa anak ko in the future kaya I'm buying this now. So, I'm planning yan 20 years. Anak mo kunwari 8 years old pa lang. And then you're holding it for 20 years. You buy, let's say, a pre-selling property kasi when it turns over in 5 years, 8 years, bago pa siya after 8 years, 16 years old na siya, bago pa yung property. Diba? Yun naman yung iba yung mindset. But investors, compute na, okay, what will it look like as a total picture down the road? Ganon.
You're on the right track then, sir.
Let's see.
So, what do buyers, what's more dangerous? Buying too early or too late?
Wait, we have to frame that. Too early with what? Too late from what? Like,
I mean, let's say you're buying now, di ba? Is it okay to buy now?
right now?
Right
Okay.
now or saan na?
Or should I have bought a year ago?
Parang na-delay ka na nga.
So in essence, how's the investor climate right now from what you've experienced from your investor buyers?
Start of the year.
Yeah, I mean from the middle of last year up to today, anong ba yung climate ngayon?
Well, I would say from starting last year 2025 was a bit more challenging compared to previous years, like compared to pandemic, ang layo Pero investors, their mindset is always looking for a good deal. Always looking. And there are deals to be found. It's not just yung everyday makikita mo yun. Pero when they come across something like that, definitely they buy. Kasi ang investors, very knowledgeable yan sa areas that they want to buy in So they know immediately when we update them, ito good deal. They know it is. Kasi they know the market. They're investors. Talagang knowledgeable yan sa prices, historical trends, projections. Medyo may idea yan. So meron naman. Kailangan lang. And because of the market, yung sellers have been more flexible din in negotiating. Diba?
Flexible in
terms
their
of pricing,
nila.
even terms. We encountered na sellers who don't like bank financing,
Open na.
naging open na. Basta we explain it further. Kasi ang lagi naman sa bank financing is may takot na, turn over ko na yung title, transfer na sa kanila, hindi ko pa hawak ang cash. But there's always a positive naman with bank financing kasi it's reputable banks, di ba?
Yes.
That's why it's called a bank guarantee. The banks are guaranteed to give you this money as long as you submit certain requirements, which you can, di ba?
Also to add on to that, to the question of GE kanina na when is the right time? Is it buying now or buying later, di ba? Kasi I like to share an example of a particular client. We were discussing about it like a few days ago na siguro I was just starting out around close to 8-9 years ago.
10 years.
10 years ago. 10 years ago, we showed the Bel Air property for a client investor kasi they're gonna buy it for their kids. So at that time, Bel Air property was about mga 65 to 70 million. It was on Bel Air 2. Bel Air 2, 60 million. So sabi ko, wow, medyo okay to for this particular buyer because investor is gonna buy it for his kids. So we've shown several properties. There are two types of investor buyers. One is a savvy investor. One is like, it really takes time to analyze the numbers. Our buyer was the second one. To cut the long story short, same property now for Bel Air sold for about 200 plus million. 240 million. So that's around a little less than 500,000 per square. That time, magkano lang yun. So, he missed out. Nag-times 4 yung property. He missed out on it.
That, yes.
Yeah. But there were buyers.
See that? I mean, did you foresee that happening? That much increase over 10 years?
We didn't foresee that. We would think probably it will be twofold or like threefold, but fourfold we didn't see that. But that's really the power of landed properties naman. Yeah.
Same year, I think 10 years ago dito, my client had VIP client siya and high end. She texted me in the morning. Sabi niya, Gerald, I wanna check out some Bel Air properties. Sabi ko, okay, sure. Sakto, one of our friends, the brokers, may tinext sa akin. As in, a few minutes lang nang bago siya nag-ask. So, forward ko lang agad. Then, siya, sabi niya, sige, Gerald, check it out this afternoon. Hindi ako pwede. Sabi niya, sige, I have an intervillage sticker naman. See, Las Marinas. So, punta siya in the afternoon. Please, we'll take it.
Wow.
Ganun yun. Ganun ang investors. They know.
Right there and then, on that, they will take it.
Kaya alam mo, ang na-realize ko sa investors, they always have a credit facility or finances ready to pounce on opportunities like this. So I think yun din yung one of the crucial. You can want something, desire something, want to buy because it's a good deal. But if you don't have the means, how can you, di ba? So talagang kailangan i-prepare mo na yan. Walang age yan As long as you're aware na you want to invest in something, gawan mo na ng paraan para mag-ready ka na. Kahit unti-unti, ambagan mo yan or be creative. Kailangan may naka-reading finance, war chest.
But for other kinds of properties, ano yung mga hinahanap natin? Ano mga hinahanap nyo para ano nyo na you can tell your investor client, this thing, we believe this property will maybe increase in value after 10 years. Diba? Like significantly more than another kind of property. So ano yung mga hallmarks that should be present?
Okay. Ako, one thing really, isa is, for example, villages, right? Of course, location is very important.
Yes.
Not a lot of developers are doing villages, especially in the NCR, Metro Manila. So, pag may nag-develop ng village, and it's in a good location,
Patok siya agad.
patok near hospitals, dapat kung near hospital, accessible to malls, schools, yan. Hospital, mall, schools. I think yun yung top 3 na if merong 5 to 10 minute drive within that vicinity where the village is being developed, it's something that will really appreciate in over time. Some people might say that's not the most ideal location. Let's say may syempre wala namang perfect, di ba? Let's say may dyan,
Fault line.
may
whatever.
fault line. Huwag naman yung on top of fault line, di ba? Pero I mean, if it's like not near naman, di ka naman in danger, i-weigh mo rin yun Pero yung location talaga is very important. Now, we've encountered investors. They're willing to buy kahit fault line, pero presyo sobrang bagsak. And surprisingly and shockingly, 5 years after they bought that, they resold it lower than market at that time, but
Kita pa rin.
kumita
Kita pa
na
rin.
siya.
Yes.
May ganun. So, kami, takot kami sa ganyan, hindi kami bibili. Pero depende sa presyo. Kasi tataas because we've seen it. We've seen it na kikita ka talaga.
Iba yung risk appetite ng mga investors na gano'n,
Correct.
ano?
So, I guess yun, risk appetite also is different. Tama.
Tsaka what is crucial also is that your broker should know and be able to guide the potential buyer. Kasi, like yun, what she mentioned kanina na, ayoko particular village because it has a fault line. Pero, the broker should know and guide the client na, ma'am, as per Fieldbox, 5 meters lang ang no-build zone. So, if you're more than 5 meters,
Yes.
you'll
you're
still
okay.
feel the shaking, but your house will not collapse. Diba? So it depends on the intensity. So the broker is there to guide the client, not to scare them off or to appease them, but to give factual information. Kasi that's what brokers should do naman talaga eh. Now, at the end of the day, if the buyer would want that, then okay lang. Pero
Basta
kung
aware
ayaw
siya,
na-
di ba?
Aware, basta aware. Kasi we cannot decide for the buyers. Iba-ibang personality, di ba? They decide, and yun nang na-learn namin na you'd be surprised what others are acceptable sa others, not acceptable to others. So we don't discount right away na, ay, fault line to, wag ko na pakita.
Yeah.
But we tell them, fault line to, gusto mo ba makita? Kasi yung price sobrang baba.
It was a learning for us because there were clients, we assume ayaw niyang
No.
bumili ng perimeter property because maingay or like they're scared of security. But then again, we didn't offer a particular property. We found out they bought a property that's perimeter. And then we asked them, kasi syempre, after the fact na, why did you buy? Or okay lang kayo na perimeter? And the reason, we live in Chinatown. Sanay kami sa ingay. So, this one na perimeter is less ingay. So, it's a win for us. So, do not discount.
Do not
Yun
discount.
talaga.
I want to know, who's the boss between John and Especially sa work.
Sa work?
Sa work, okay.
Sa work.
Siya.
Okay.
At home.
Siya. Is this recorded?
That's a good balance.
Good balance, work-life balance. Ayun pala yun.
So if you were going to buy your own property, would you rather rent or purchase?
Purchase.
Purchase, alright.
Purchase.
Okay. I'll ask yung tinanong ni Anton kanina. Beach or mountain?
For sure, yeah.
Beach. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Gusto ko malamig eh.
Enjoy.
Personally,
Oo nga
malamig
eh.
House and lot or condominium?
House and lot.
Of course. Karamihan naman eh.
Hindi ay sagot to GH. Condo for profit.
True.
Diba? Income kagad right away.
Investor mindset.
Investor mindset. Investor mindset.
Kailangan may condo ka for for retirement home or like if you wanna just enjoy the city,
Correct.
the malls beside it. Yan.
Tama.
But for now, you could rent it out.
So parang mixed portfolio dapat.
Yeah.
May house ka, may condo ka. Meron ka rin out-of-town property.
No,
Yeah.
Yung mountain mo.
Yeah.
Oo, kaya na eh. Plano na ako.
Advice to our clients or even brokers.
Well, if I may share, I think it's best na for brokers to I've been in the real estate space for like 10 years siya. It's about 15 years. But one thing we learned is that you really have to protect your name.
Correct.
You'll have to protect your word. Like if you share something to your clients, it has to be like very accurate.
Tama.
And for those clients na we've had clients who really trust us na in Chinese parang dito ilo. Ikaw na
Yeah.
bahala sa lahat. I don't need to review the document.
Correct.
I'm more scared if my clients tell me that kasi that means I will have to check and recheck everything.
Minsan nga sadya pa yun eh.
Oo.
Diba?
So parang I'm doubling up or tripling down
yeah.
on the things that I do to make sure that I don't encounter any errors. But we've had mistakes kasi we're just human naman din.
We
We've
do.
encountered errors but we own up to it. So we tell our clients, sorry, na-overlook ko ito. But rest assured we will do our best to make sure na everything is smooth from here onward.
Yeah.
So I guess as brokers, we have to be mindful of that. And especially for the other brokers who are watching this, the newer ones, make sure you protect your name, your integrity, kasi that is your that is your single biggest asset.
And get a mentor also.
Get a mentor, learn from someone. Yeah, that's very important.
How about for clients? Anything you'd like to share?
See
For
that?
clients.
Clients, I think, kasi there's a mix of personalities of buyers, no? But siguro more of have finances ready so that anytime a good deal comes up,
opportunity,
you're
yes.
ready talaga.
Correct.
Yun, what we've learned is that what my parents have taught us and prepared us to have is a credit line facility. So para talagang always be on the lookout for good deals and then prepare your finances na nga. Kunwari, you can apply for, aside from bank loan, kasi bank loan pinakasikat. But if you already have a property, pwede mo yun ipasok as credit and apply for a credit line. So that property you have, collateral mo na siya so that anytime naka-ready na ang credit line mo. For example, they appraise the property na, okay, ito, 10 million tong property mo. Anytime you need 10 million, they can easily, tawagan mo lang banker mo, kailangan ko ng 10 million in 3 days. They'll deposit it to your account. Kasi in advance, na-prepare mo na yun, naka-collateral ng isa mo pang property. Diba? So I guess ang important is meron ka ng ganung naka-ready.
Cash.
So that you can start and then continue one by one. Ganun.
And pounce on opportunities.
And pounce on opportunities. Kasi yung mga opportunities like that, mabilis din makuha agad, di ba? Minsan, hindi na natin nalalaman, nabili na agad.
correct.
In less than 24 hours.
John, if you want to share your social media accounts to our viewers.
Yeah, so you can find us online on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Property Source PH.
Kami din, actually, you can follow us online. We are on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and Facebook at The Busy Brokers PH. And once more, thank you for joining us for today's episode. This is John and Daph joining us here, and also my partner, Gerald. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So together with me and Anton is Charmaine Go, Associate Broker Director of Shang Properties Inc. And we want to thank you for having us here, not the Busy Brokers, here at your beautiful showroom for Shang Summit. You have a few words to say to our viewers, Charmaine?
Yes, thank you for that. So we'd like to invite everyone, our brokers and our dear clients to visit our Summit show suite located along Summer Avenue, corner Eugenio Lopez Drive, South Triangle, Quezon City. So we're open daily from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you happen to be here, please look for me, Charmaine Go, or any of the representatives from the Broker Channel team. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.